Okay, welcome to Zero Dawn. Well, Horizon Zero Dawn. Uh, from the guys who made Killzone, Guerrilla Games. This game is, to me, oh man, amazing. I love this game. It's an open world game, open world action adventure, whatever you want to call it. Exclusive to PS4. I'm playing on a Pro right now, and this game has always been, to me, still like one of the most beautiful games. This game is just gorgeous. Every part of it always looks good. Interiors, outeriors, like outside, exteriors. It has different biomes for you to explore. The weather system is great. The lighting system is beautiful. The vegetation, the trees, the wind, like man, it's all so nice. Little details, how she puts her hands up when you walk through the grass and stuff. Just such a good looking game. Also feels really good too, to move around, to walk around, sprint, slide, dodge. So the combat, also something weird, squares crouch. But you get used to it. So the great thing about this game is the combat is, it's actually really fun. It's mostly range combat with a bit of melee. The melee is not too sophisticated. It's just a light attack and heavy attack, and that's it. But the ranged combat is about using your bow and other weapons and different types of ammo, basically, to take down the machines. And that's the other big part of this game, is the machines. You can see here, and this is kind of a spoiler, but no, this isn't too far into the game. You could come across these like at the beginning of the game if you want, if you just start exploring out. And you can click the right stick to scan them and see their weak points and where you should be aiming and what to use and stuff. So that you can see there it says weakness, piercing. Well, it's the icon for piercing arrows, I believe. Shield, armor break. And these are shell walkers, so level 18. You do have a leveling system. You have health at my top left, consumables on my bottom left, column mount, health potions, some type of resist. Yeah, these are resist potions. Another health potion. Rocks to lure enemies, because you do fight human enemies as well. Oh, and that's just a whistle to call enemies. So it's a great game. I've always loved this game. Oh, that's save. The story is really good. I wouldn't say Witcher good, but it's still pretty damn good. Like, I still think it's a really good story. And the fact that they patched in New Game Plus as well, so you can play through the story as much as you want, is really good. And the DLC I haven't beaten the DLC yet, but I have played through a decent amount of it. That's also really good. I think it's a pretty decent improvement over the main game in terms of like the dialogue and the cutscenes and the facial animations and stuff. But I still think this game is above and beyond most other games. Like, look at her fucking hair. Her hair is fucking so well done. It has a fast travel system. The map is pretty big. As I said, there's multiple biomes. There's a crafting system. Well, that's how you craft your ammo, actually. Is you just open the wheel and see how I have 5 out of 12 sticky bombs. I just hold X to craft. At the bottom, you see what it's gonna cost. I have a lot of resources because I'm a New Game Plus. But you can just craft things on the fly, so even while you're dodging and stuff, you can continue. Sorry, you can continue to craft things while you're moving, while you're fighting, you know, whatever. And you can carry you have access to 4 weapons at any time, but you can choose what those weapons can be, like what you want, because this game does have multiple weapons that you can get that do different things, that are, you know, help in different cases. The DLC adds some outfits that have their own stats. It has light modifications where you can slot in these oh, what are they called again? Coils, yeah. Oh, weaves. Okay, that's just the right things. Okay, they're literally just called modifications. So you slot these into your armor or your weapons to make the stats better. The modifications aren't anything serious. They're just literally stat boosts for everything. And you have different levels. Purple is the highest from what I know. So, you know, if you want 44% fire, you put a weapon that has, you know, fire. This slingshot has fire grenades or fire bombs. So I could slot more fire modifications into it to make the fire better. So, you know, it's up to you to do what you want. But I think, you know, there's a general way on how to do things. On how to, you know, slot certain things and stuff. But there's a good amount of I think there's a good amount of variety. And this is a skill tree. Not that big, but, you know, pretty decent, and you do get enough to get it all, so it's just something to, you know, level up as you go through the game. It's not like you have to figure out which one you want to go down or whatever. This campaign's pretty long. I say, if you're not blazing through it, if you're just like, you know, exploring the world and stuff, doing side missions, you know, all the shit, hunting down to certain machines, doing oh right, filter. Doing the tall necks, the hunter challenges. Why is that lighting up? That's weird. Discovering everything, the bandit camps, corrupted zones, cauldrons, and these are all things you do that will give you experience, upgrade your character, well, upgrade Aloy. You know, just regular RPG stuff. But the map is big, it's varied, it's all good looking. The cauldrons are a nice change into, like, you know, home machine type territory. This is a post apocalypse, like the apocalypse has happened, and like the shit after the apocalypse has happened, and, you know, nature has already retaken back the land and everything, and humanity is starting to pop back up again, and the whole story behind all that is really cool, and I think the story behind the machines is really cool as well. And Aloy's character development as well, I think, is really good, as, you know, she figures out who she is and what her purpose is in this world, and, you know, what her tribe's really about, or what it should be about, or just it's a good story that touches on a couple points. It touches on the past and, like, you know, what has happened there, and Aloy's own story, and then it has a little political story on the side with the different tribes and stuff. And then you have the side missions, which kind of delve into the people and everything. I think it's overall well done. I don't think it's Witcher level amazing, like in terms of like the side missions and the choices you make and stuff. Because there's a few choices you make in this game that kind of matter, but it's not a huge deal. Whereas The Witcher, you know, you really, you know, get different endings and shit. And a lot of people will compare this game to The Witcher, but rightly so. It's one of the few up there, and I love the combat in this game. Some people might find it a bit boring because you're using a bow and arrow, but you can use the bombs and stuff and really, cause damage, or use a rope caster, or it's up to you. What you put in is what you'll get out of it. But I love the combat in this game. It's fun combat. I never thought you'd be able to take down machines with a bow and arrow, but they make it believable in this game. And sort of crafting, you do pick up things from the ground, like plants and wood and stuff. That's for medicine. That's to heal you. You do have a sneaking thing, so you can see the eye at the top. That tells them I'm visible. I'm wearing an outfit that increases my stealth, so they don't see me as much. I mean, it's hard. It's like I can get closer to them, and it takes them longer to actually notice me and stuff. To me, this is like one of the best outfits in the game, honestly. Yeah, the day and night cycle is great. The way the weather changes when you're in different biomes is really cool. Like, man, this is just such a well done open world like adventure game. The combat's great. I love the character. I love Aloy. She's a cool chick. The combat's cool. I love the story. It's a long game. They patched in New Game Plus, which I think like every game should have. The graphics are still one of the best looking games out there, like, to be honest. Really. Maybe I should show you somewhere else. I don't want to spoil too much, but let's travel to the snow a bit. I'll show you the snow. Loading's pretty fast. The first time you load into the game takes a while, but after that, loading's like pretty decent. If you don't fast travel, you never load anything, which is great. I'm also on a pro, so I don't know if that'll affect it that much. But I love the snow as well. And like, snow looks like snow, it feels like snow. Oh crap. The water, man. Such a cool game. Such a cool game. The fact that Kojima's using this engine now, and they helped with this engine as well, and man, I can't wait for Horizon 2, and if they make another Killzone, man, and Kojima helps on the next Killzone and shit too, oh, this game could have been the basis, or might be the basis for so much shit. Well, look at that, I can actually walk there. Yeah. When you get into deeper snow, she'll actually leave tracks and stuff. Yeah, she's not leaving tracks here. It's not deep snow yet. But it's always been a good looking game. It's a fun game, and it's a great feeling game. It's fun to play. It feels nice. The combat's fun. There's variety in the weapons. The way the camera works, like, yeah, this to me is one of those must-have games if you're into open world games. Yeah, man, I don't know. This is one of those games where I can always just come in and play, and I just always enjoy it. I just always enjoy it. And fighting the machines is cool. Let's see if I can find. Ooh, I want to fight a razorback or something. Actually, what am I doing? Let's go. Do I want to fight one of these things, or should I show you? Should I show you the desert? Do you guys want to see the desert? Do you want to see the jungle? Okay, well, spoilers for if you don't want to see certain. Well, I guess the map kind of ruined it, but if you don't want to see certain enemies, I guess tune out now. Huh. I want to show the my map isn't filled out because it's New Game Plus, so I kind of don't remember where some things are. Oh. Are there any stalkers in around here? Probably not. And this is the DLC area up there. So if you don't have the DLC, like right here will be cut off, pretty much. Or I don't know what it looks like if you don't have the DLC, but I remember like from somewhere around here, you couldn't. There was nothing past that. So that is the DLC area, which I think you should definitely get. I would say it should be part of the game. Anyone who plays the game should play the DLC. So far, it's still really good to me. Like and you don't have to play it at the end of the game. You can play it at any point in the campaign. Because I went into New Game Plus, I wanted to see if you could play it in, just without even getting through the story, and you can. So that's cool. Let's go. You know what? Let's go. You know what? Screw it. Oh, oops. Let's go here. Show you a town too. Sorry for the fast traveling. You have some traps, but the traps are just regular consumables. They're not that special or anything. They're okay, but they're not that big. So, for score-wise, man, I'd give this game like a 9. 9.5, man. Like, I'd want to give it a 10, but there's a tad bit little thing, like the inventory management with the materials you pick up kind of gets a little bit annoying because you just get so much of it, and sometimes but I have to go into my inventory and clean out my inventory because I just have so much stuff, so much blaze and wire and wood and all the scrap. So I just have to go to a vendor sometimes and just sell a bunch of shit. Which I guess wouldn't be a problem, but I like having a good amount of stock so I don't run out of ammo or run out of materials to craft ammo. Which I guess is my own fault. Because I could just sell everything and just pick up everything again, but I don't know. I guess I don't do that. So I guess that's not really. I guess it's not really a complaint. I guess that's just my fault. But save system's nice. Manual saves, quick saves. Every campfire you save at. Like towns are cool. The biomes are cool. Oh look, people flying kites. I didn't even notice that before. It is a... Fuck, man. This game always wows me when I play it. Really does. But... yeah, the inventory... some of the facial animations and conversations and stuff doesn't exactly live up to like the rest of the game, because they're where the rest of the game is like a 9, almost a 10. The facial animations are like a 8. And some conversations are really good, look great, and some kind of don't fit, or just like their animations kind of lag behind what they're saying a bit or something. But it's mostly pretty good. Well, you can jump to. Oh, also in combat, when you're when you're running around and you slide and you aim and stuff, you see your bow. Oh my god, my cat is meowing at me to feed her. Hold on. Okay, sorry. So Yeah, I said when you're aiming and you slide or jump, uh, it'll go slow motion to help you aim. You can also just activate it when you're aiming normally, but it has a cooldown. So, I, there's nothing really bad I can say about the game. Like, if you don't like the story, you don't like the story, but it's a long story. It has a lot of nuance to it. There's lore. Uh, there's things to learn from the past. There's characters to hate. There's characters to like. Uh, there's things that happen. There's a bit of, political intrigue and stuff. The whole machine thing is interesting as well, and where they go with that. And people might say there's some cliches and stuff. I'm like, I guess there might be some cliches, but I think if there are, they're well done. Like, I don't see a problem with the cliches in this game. I think it's a well done, like, cool concept, and I think they delivered on it pretty well. I was surprised by the ending and what happens by then. And the last boss fight wasn't cool though, because the last boss fight isn't really. It gets a boss fight, but it's not a boss fight because you've fought it before, and so it doesn't make it that much different. So also when you scan people, it kind of tells you what they are, because she has this whole scanning thing. That's part of the story as well. I don't want to spoil too much. Look at that. Tallest thing in the sky. Wonder why. So, yeah, see, like when you start picking up a bunch of stuff and killing machines and everything, your inventory gets pretty stacked, right? And this is all stuff you use to craft your ammo. You can see at the right it says used for crafting ammunition, which is nice. I'm glad they tell you what everything is used for. Like, if it just says trading with merchants, selling for metal shards, then you know that, you just sell that shit. But there are a few things I remember that where, like, to buy something I would need a certain heart or lens to get it, like certain outfits or weapons or something. So anyways, past that, wow, man, I would say, yeah, the map is cool. The quests tell you, they tell you all you need to know, really. Right? Like, what's going on, what happened. The notebook, you see your machines, which I'm glad. I wish it was a 3D viewer where you actually got to, rotate the machines around and stuff. Right now it's just, this is all it is. It's just a picture. And see their weaknesses and what they drop and stuff. But I wish you could just, like, have a 3D model and go view them. Because another thing with this game is and this is a problem with, this is just my issue with the game. By the end, yeah, I wish you kept all this when you went into New Game Plus. I don't want to collect all this again. I had a lot of this. I was just missing a few, yeah, I think there's just text data points. I was just missing a few of those on the quest, but like pretty much everything else I found. And I had found all the collectibles for sure. Oh, oops. Yeah, these. I had found all these. So I wish you kind of kept or not even these. I wish you kept the lore. I don't know why you don't keep that when you go into New Game Plus. That kind of sucks. But anyways, so that's one thing. The quest page is fine. It does what it needs to do. The map is well done. I like the map. I like that you have to discover the map. Crafting's fine. It's decent. I like it for what it is. Resource maintenance is kind of a problem, but we got to deal with that. No, yeah, just Fetty. So, yeah, the modifications, they're they're fine. They're just basic. There's just nothing too special about them. Well, there's nothing special about them. They just have stats, and the stats do nothing except raise the stats. So, there's just nothing special about the modifications. Maybe they do something in DLC at the end. I don't know, but that's that. Yeah, and you have these little treasure boxes. This game has no microtransactions or anything. These are treasure boxes you get from vendors and random places and shit. Yeah, see, I got this from a bandit leader. So, yeah, the skills you just get all the skills eventually. I think the stealth system is decent. Yeah, it's not the most complex, deep stealth system, but it's a serviceable, decent stealth system. Stealthing in the grass, being able to lure things, having stealth attacks. I think that's all cool. The dodge feels nice. Yeah, I always like dodge. The arrows feel nice when you get certain skills, the weapons stuff. Are those enemies? Yeah, those are enemies. So like, I can. Because it's a stealth shot. Oh wow. No, they kind of don't know where I am. Oh jeez. Oh, there we go. Now they're gonna know where I am. Oh, maybe not. So I like stealth in this game, and this is probably helping that I have this outfit on. But that's fighting humans, and you have melee attacks that you can do. But I like the range combat more. I think it's just much better. The running around and hitting things with an arrow and stuff, and your bombs and tying something down. Like, I just like the machine combat and stuff much better. What I was going to do was find a what do they call stalker, but I can't remember where they show up in this jungle. So, oh yeah, that one's. Is that one downed? I think that one's downed. Which is, sorry, a spoiler for the story. Or maybe it's that one. I can't remember. One of them. Fuck. I should have checked this out before. Whatever. Maybe I'll find a stalker on the way. And so navigation system, helps you, and you do have, a little fauna, turkeys, mice, raccoons, shit like that. That you do sometimes have to hunt if you want to make health potions. Oh, see, there's a stalker. Oh, and a fucking whatever, the big thunderbird. So these are cool enemies where they actually go invisible. And I said there'll be spoilers, so sorry. But see how there's the stealth generator? So if I take out the stealth generator, he won't be able to go invisible anymore. What if you sneak up on them?
That's got their attention.
You can do a stealth attack, then a heavy attack if you want. Knock them down again. So this is the melee combat, which is fine. I like it, but I like the So you can see he went invisible. And they're actually hard to kind of fucking see. And you don't heal, you have to heal yourself with medicine or potions. And he's laying down all these traps. Ah, I want to get a stealth strike. Hey. So you can actually shoot off their components, and some enemies you can use it against them. Like some enemies that have components that you can actually knock off, you can use it against them if they have a turret. So I knocked off some metal shards. Then you can loot them, and you can see they drop their loot. I like how that shows up too. That's pretty cool. Where's the other one I killed? Oh, I knocked off the echo shell. That's how you fight machines. And fighting human enemies is fine. You know, it's just pretty basic. I like it, but it's just pretty basic. And the fighting machines is you know, the big star of this game. And it can get pretty hard when you fight certain machines. It can get pretty damn hard. Some machines are just nuts. But one thing I trailed off. But one thing, oh, that's cool. Flying through the trees. One thing I did not like after I beat this game is that that's something I really wish they did. And it's a spoiler too, I guess, sorta. When you beat the game, and this doesn't have to be when you beat the game. This could have just been through the game. They don't. You don't get to a certain point. I know this is kind of tied into the story as well, but there isn't a point where the machines are ever friendly, like any. No matter which machine you get close to, it'll always you know, get hostile. There are a few machines that will run instead of just fighting you right away, which is cool. But I wish there were some parts where there were actual friendly machines. When they kind of delve into that into the DLC and stuff. I haven't beaten DLC, so maybe there's some parts there where it changes, but in the whole base game, there's never a point where you see any friendly machines. Now, there is a ability where you can, when you get up to a certain machine, or well, actually, when you get up to any machine after you get all the upgrades, and you approach it in stealth, you can, like hack it basically, and make it friendly to you. Oh, geez, see, I didn't even see him. Which I like that. I think it's awesome, and you have these you have corrupting arrows as well to just make him go on a frenzy. But I wish there were like actual friendly, like if you're getting chased by a hard machine, I wish you could run into, you know, a pack of friendly machines and they'll help you out, and maybe that machine will back off because you're in a pack of something, you know. Just incorporating more animal-like characteristics into the machines. I know they're machines, but the machines are are based upon animals. Like these to me are kind of like, I don't know, jaguars, cougars type thing. So yeah, as you can see, the little glittering lights. This is a neat little thing. Silent strike. Oh. Oh. Yeah, maybe this was a bad place to chill. Oh shit. That's not a joke. That is not a joke. Okay, anyways. Fuck me. The glittering lights tell you that's where a patch of tall grass is that you can hide in to use as stealth, which I like. It's a neat little thing. It's a neat little hint to show you. Daylight, it's a bit. I don't. Do they show up in day? I think they do show up in daylight, but they're way harder to see in daylight. But even when you're in the grass, you can kind of see them, like right there. So I like that's a neat little trick they do to show you. I like that. And I also like that in this game, like everything's moving. And it's pretty windy, but like The Witcher is like just like a little too windy. I like the way stuff looks in this game, and you can see the light shining through the trees from the machine and stuff. I love that. This game just looks good, aesthetically, graphically. You get a good shot of him. Yeah, I love the machines. The machines are awesome. But I wish some parts, you know, they became friendly. Or you could somehow, some way in the story. Oh, that might be a spoiler right there. Some parts in the story, oh, look, a little loot thing. Loot it. Oh shit. I'm sorry, I'm playing with low audio so I don't hear nothing. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Take that. Run. So yeah, you don't have to fight everything, you can also run. You can see their icons turned into question marks. Machine sight charger. You can see them hunting for me. Campfire discovered. And campfires act as save points pretty much. Oh. You guys died. Don't know how you guys died. Nine rocks, seriously? Oh, 35 Ridgewood? See, I have too much Ridgewood, and you can't sell Ridgewood, so I have to just drop it. Why you can't sell Ridgewood? Just let me sell Ridgewood. I guess it would break the economy, you being able to buy things, but I don't know. Money isn't a problem in this game, because money is metal shards, so it's not a big deal. Like, if I want potions, I just go and buy the potions. At any vendor, and there's vendors all across the map, so I don't know, it's not a big deal. But yeah, you have a variety of machines. The story's great, the graphics are great. There's a variety of biomes. The fauna is cool, the vegetation's wonderful. I can never stop gushing about the graphics in this game. It has a photo mode, the combat's good. I think like pretty damn good. Yeah, the enemy variety is good. The story's great. It's well done. The voice acting's well done. The music's well done. Fucking everything's well done. Fuck. Everything is like really good, just not the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. But this is like so shy of a 10. I'd give this a 9.5, man. It's so close to being a 10, man. Like I don't know, maybe it had a bit better inventory, and the map was more involving with like these machine sites. So maybe you could make some friendly. Maybe there was a dynamic thing going on. Like the machines were more than just like enemy types. Maybe there was a bit more to them in terms of what they do on the map, and there's some convoys and stuff. Let's see, like here you see a Shellwalker convoy, which is them just moving around the map. But even that too, like it's only like I understand it's a Shellwalker convoy, but the things protecting the Shellwalkers isn't that like it varies a bit, but Like I don't think I've ever come across a Shellwalker convoy being guarded by like two Thunderjaws. You know what I mean? So there's some things I wish they got a bit more dynamic with on the map. And the machines themselves, but I love fighting the machines. The variety of the machines and fighting them is all great. It's all wonderful. I love every machine. You can ride a few. I wish you could ride more, but you can only ride a very select few. The ones that are basically quadrupedal, like this one here. I can't remember what they're called, but they're basically like a horse, more or less. Can you? Yeah, I think you can ride the broadheads. I don't know if you can ride the chargers. I know you definitely can't ride those. Yeah, you can't ride the long legs. So there's a couple things I wish they just took a bit further, and this game would be a 10. So that also means I can't wait for 2. I can't wait for whatever Horizon Zero Dawn 2 is, because if they just take this, what they've done with this game, and just improve upon it, more machines, more ways to interact with the machines, more interaction with the machines themselves. Like if they kind of went Monster Hunter and you saw big machines fighting against each other in like the Monster Hunter type fashion, oh my god, that'd be fucking sick as shit. That'd be so sick. Can you imagine having a friendly Thunderjaw and you don't have to hack it first, like it's actually just a friendly Thunderjaw, or I don't know, because I guess they can't do real animal-like machines because of the way the story is, which might be sort of a spoiler, but I think they could. I think there's a way to explain it. But just to make the machines more animal-like, just to like make certain machines hunting each other, or you make certain areas of the map friendly, so they're safe zones for you where you can just, you know, chill with the machines. Shit. I know petting a machine won't make sense, but let me do something with them. You know what I mean? Other than just ride like 2 or 3 of them. But combat-wise, they're great. Fighting them, it's all wonderful. Like, just make the combat with them more intricate, more parts, more things to shoot off, more things to use against them. Maybe get a bit more creative with the rope caster and trip caster and stuff, with like sort of trap type weapons. You already have it based on the variety of biomes. Like, I don't know what else you can do except maybe a swamp. I guess a swamp, but like, I guess a swamp. Yeah, I don't know what you have. A desert, you have a jungle, you have. Well, I guess you don't really have plains, but you kind of have like wintry forests. Yeah, I guess you don't have plains really, like wide open plains. And you have snow areas, you have mountaintops, so you're pretty covered on variety. You're covered on enemy variety in terms of the machines. You're covered on graphics. You're covered on story. It's a decently long campaign. Has a good amount of side missions. Good amount of side things to do with the hunting grounds and the collectibles and all that. Discovering all the machine sites, doing the cauldrons, tall necks, all the shit. It has New Game Plus that like. If they just took a few things a bit, not even a few things, even just like 1 or 2 things a bit further, this game would be a 10 to me. Like if there was a way to just make the game a bit, oh, that's a great shot. If there was a way to make the game just a not the game, the world, the map, the machine just a bit more dynamic with each other, or with the way you interact with them, this game would be a 10 to me. But yeah, I have very few gripes with this game. I love every part of this game. It's a great game. My girlfriend loves this game. if you're into open world story driven, you know, adventure games, this is one you have to play. To me. And I love The Witcher. The story's Witcher to me is still pretty much king. God of War is up there, but God of War, you know, isn't as long of a story and doesn't have choices like with The Witcher and stuff, so a little different there. But you know, to me, like the top two right now are Witcher and God of War for me for single player games. The Horizon is right below them, right below them. I don't know how else to describe how much I like these games, but or how this compares to those, but I also like the combat in this game much more than The Witcher. Like, The Witcher's combat is fine, but I like this much more. I think it's more involved. I think it feels better. I think it's just more fun to do in this game than it is to do in Witcher. Yeah, the machines look amazing. The hell? What the hell? That's a machine, right? That's not a guy. Yeah, that is a machine. Right? Yeah, that is. It looks like a guy for a second. I'm just looking at the machine's ass. Jeez. So, yeah, see, like, they're friendly with the animals and stuff. I wish there was a way to be friendly with them. Instead of just always having to, you know, sneak around the whole map. Pretty much. Which is why I wear the stealth outfit the most, is so you don't have to really sneak around as much. But, that's it. 9.5. Fuck. I want to give it a 10, but I it's almost there, but not quite. So close. So close. Horizon 2. By this game's right, the next game should be a fucking 10. Easy. Easily should be a 10. Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait. Cool, great characters, great story, great graphics, great combat. You know, has a decent amount of stuff to do. It has a bit of variety in terms of, you know, how you play in terms of how someone else would play, and make it Aloy. You know, your Aloy. Shot in this game is just fucking beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, it's a wonderful game. Yeah, that's my review. Fucking everything, almost fucking 10 out of 10. Audio's great. Music's great. Sound effects are like really well done. The has a bunch of little details you notice. The lighting is fucking wonderful. The photo mode is well done. The day and night cycle, the combat, the variety of weapons, the variety of enemies, the map itself, the variety in the map, the vegetation, the save system is well done. You know, maybe they could add a hardcore mode where there's like very few fucking campfires around the map. Or maybe not even letting you have a map at all. You know, might have been pretty cool with a hardcore type mode. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about this game. I guess the skill tree could be a bit more involved, but I'm fine for what it is. Like, it doesn't have to be some deep RPG, so like I'm fine with that. I'm fine with everything how it is. It's a great game. I wouldn't want more like deeper RPG mechanics. Aloy is Aloy. Like, I'm fine with it. Yeah. We'll leave off on that shot. Oh, here. I'll do this. Quest. Oh no, not quest. It's because of my map. We shall leave off on here, on this shot. Yeah, look at that. Look at that, I love this game. Fucking love this game. It's a beautiful game. Fuck, man, I love this game. Anyways, till next time.